Roxas. Ayon sa chairman ng komite na si Senadora Grace Poe, ito'y upang mabigyan ng pagkakataon si Roxas na magpaliwanag kasunod ng pagkakabanggit ng kanyang pangalan ni dating MRT3 General Manager Al Vitangcol sa pagdinig sa Senado. Sa pahayag kasi ni Vitangcol, binanggit nitong sinulatan niya si Roxas na nooy kalihim ng DOTC upang abisuhan na ihanda na ang bidding para sa kukuning maintenance provider ng MRT. Dahil patapos na ang kontrata ngunit walang naging aksyon si Roxas. Samantala, maliban kay Roxas ay nakatakdaring ipatawag muli sa pagdinig ng Senado ang mga dating opisyal ng transportation na sina June Abaya at Marlo de la Cruz.
MRT operations these past few days, a Senate panel resumed its investigation into aging train system. The blame game goes on, but Senate Public Services Committee Chairperson Grace Poe is now more inclined to invite former Transport Secretary Roxas, her rival in the 2016 polls, to the next hearing. Our Cecil Lardizabal has that story.
It's become a usual sight, malfunctioning trains that leave passengers with no choice but to walk the train tracks. The latest was Monday morning. The Senate Committee on Public Services won't stop until they find out what is causing the trouble. On Tuesday, Senate Committee Chair Grace Poe says she is now more inclined to inviting former Transportation Secretary Roxas to the next hearing. June Abaya, another former transportation head who has previously appeared before the Senate Committee, will be summoned once more. This after former MRT General Manager Al Vitangcol points a finger at former higher-ups in the Department of Transportation when he was asked who gave the go signal for the bidding to procure trains and spare parts that have ended up unused. Poe also summons a certain Marlo de la Cruz, who is said to be an ally of the past administration.
Ngayon, mas malinaw na talagang merong isang tao na konektado sa nakaraang administrasyon na tila palagi na lang nananalo ng kontrata.
Transportation Undersecretary for Rail, Cesar Chavez, enumerates the problems hounding the MRT now.
Ang unang problema ay ang sistema, struktura at organisasyon ng MRT. Pangalawang problema ay ang series of failure of the procurement ng mga maintenance provider. Pangatlo ay ang overcapacity. At ang pangapat, ang Busan contract.
The government intends to end its contract with the South Korean Busan Group. Authorities suggest that the MRT be managed by the Light Rail Transit Authority, or LRTA, and once properly managed, get it privatized with the government as regulator. With a recorded 33 glitches averaging in a month until April for the year 2017, the big question is the MRT still safe for passengers? Let's take transport officials at their word.
Ang MRT ho ay safe na sasakyan.
Cecil Lardizabal, CNN Philippines.
In transport, authorities announcing the suspension of the Anti-Distracted Driving Act, this in the wake of confusion over what is and what is not allowed. We got that report, CNN Philippines got that report from the LTFRB officials. They are saying again that the ADA, the Anti-Distracted Driving Act, is suspended for the meantime. Now, another breaking news this time out of Manchester, the United Kingdom. At least 22 people are dead and almost 60 injured after an explosion rocked the Manchester Arena just as people were leaving the concert of pop singer Ariana Grande Monday night. The police are treating this as a terrorist incident. CNN producer Zainabi reports from the scene.
Well, let me tell you, we're standing in front of the Manchester Arena. Just behind me, you see the car park. You'll also see the police cordon. The police, progressively after the attack took place tonight, have been pushing the media, have been pushing people further back. The emergency services, the Greater Manchester Police are still conducting their investigations. They're still looking into things. It is numbing to be here. I've spoken to a number of people who were at the concert. One gentleman was sitting in the front row. When the explosion happened, just at the end of the concert, he actually rushed on stage because that was the closest exit door to get out. And he suffered an asthma attack. And it was actually Ariana Grande's bodyguard who helped get him out and rescue him. I spoke to another gentleman, a dad, who'd taken his daughter to a concert. And I think we can all relate to that when you take your child to come to an enjoyable event like tonight. Yet he had to leave in such trauma. seeing casualties around him, and obviously the explosion that went off and ripped through the Manchester Arena here in England.
That was CNN producer Zainabi reporting from Manchester. Now, singer Ariana Grande is expressing her remorse following an incident at her concert in Manchester. Grande tweeting, quote, "Broken from the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. I don't have words," unquote. A source close to the situation tells CNN Grande was physically unharmed in the event. Grande's manager, Scooter Braun, put out a lengthier statement saying, quote, "Words cannot express our sorrow for the victims and families harmed in this senseless attack." The statement also described the incident as a cowardly attack and called on people to pray for those affected. The Foreign Affairs Department here at home saying they have no reports of Filipino casualties following the concert blast. Here's a portion of our interview with DFA spokesman Rob Bolivar.
Have not yet received any reports of Filipinos who were injured or who were among the casualties, but we're still closely monitoring the situation, and really our prayers go to those people and their families who were affected by the incident.
In 3 months, Ariana Grande will also hold a concert here in Manila, and authorities say they will work doubly hard to secure the event, which will take place at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. National Police spokesman Chief Superintendent Jonard Carlos says the organizers must involve the local police units for security arrangements and assistance to make sure concert-goers are safe. We're still trying to get the concert producer, Music Management International, on the line to talk about this. In a tweet earlier today, the producer said, quote, "Just heard the news about Manchester, sending prayers and positive vibes to those affected," unquote. Worry and fear, that is what Grande's fans in Manila are feeling as they anticipate her concert in August. We're seeing many reactions on social media. This netizen said, quote, "I'm going to Ariana's concert in Manila and I hope the incident in Manchester won't happen again. All my prayers go to the victims," unquote. This Twitter user hopes Grande's big night in Manila will be peaceful. Russell Cooper couldn't believe what happened, saying, "Baka bigla akong di payagan sa concert kahit may tickets na." This netizen asks, the question is, where is Ariana now and tuloy pa ba tayo sa Manila? Lanao del Sur, CNN Philippines has learned of an ongoing firefight between government troops and an armed group in the Islamic city of Marawi. A local official tells us the firefight began at around 2 this afternoon in Barangay Maladlad and that the situation is reportedly now under control. The Army's 1st Division, based in Marawi, confirming the armed men are from the terror group Maute. We're going to speak now to Marawi City Mayor Majul Gandamra. Good evening, Mayor. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, good evening po, Pia.
Well, Mayor, can you confirm that the skirmishes began at 2 this afternoon in that barangay?
Yes, Pia. There was this skirmishes between the military and some unidentified armed men in one of the barangays of Marawi City in Basak, Malatalat. In fact, I was there because I was going to one of the municipalities of Lanao del Sur, but it so happened na nagkaroon po ng konting putukan, and so I stopped and we verified what transpired. So, ganun po ang binalita sa amin ng mga sundalo na mayroon silang operation doon sa isang barangay dito sa Marawi City.
Yes. Mayor, itong barangay...
Barangay Malatalat po.
How far or near is that to City Hall?
Maybe 2 kilometers or more or less.
Okay, so that's not very far. Pero medyo this spread, right? Hindi lang sa Barangay Maradla. There were several skirmishes in different places in the city, correct, sir?
Later on, ma'am, mayroon pong mga tumawag sa akin na mga barangay officials, and there were sightings of some group doon sa mga areas nila. So still we are collating information so that we can give the proper information to the public.
Yes. Well, Mayor, the Army is saying that this is the Maute group.
Well, again, I am still collating information from authorities. As of now, we are coordinating with the PNP and the military so that, again, we can give the proper, the accurate information regarding this situation.
So we have no idea at this moment how many how many armed men we are talking about, and we have no information also as to what kind of weapons, what kind of firearms they have with them.
As I've said, ma'am, we are still collating information because
Okay.
right now we are coordinating with the military because they are the frontliner. Sila po yung
Yes.
nagkaroon ng skirmishes with
Yes,
the
Mayor.
group.
Mayor, doesn't the city have a CCTV system that was just installed late last year? And if you do, are you able to monitor these groups through that system, through those cameras?
Not all areas are covered by CCTV po.
Okay. So what we do know so far, you're not going to confirm that this is mounted group. You can't also tell us how many men we are talking about here and what firearms they have with them. What about
Yes,
casualties, sir? Dead, injured
Right.
on any side, either side?
Right now, based on initial information, no casualties reported from, as I
Yeah.
said, we are
Okay.
coordinating with the military. Wala po silang nasabing casualties na nangyari.
Yeah, okay. And then there's another report that there's a local hospital there allegedly what the rebels did, and allegedly, a mounted group, they
Yes,
removed the Philippine flag and they raised the ISIS flag. Can you confirm that or deny that?
As of now po, that hospital is very near to the City Hall. Right now, I am at the City Hall. Wala pong report. There was no report na merong ganong pangyayari po.
No report. So you're not.
We have
But
to validate.
okay, but can you call? You can call that
calling
hospital.
A while ago,
Yes.
a while ago, I was calling the medical director, Dr. Saber, pero hindi pa po nakakasagot sa akin.
Okay. Pero lines are up, right? I mean, communication lines are not down at this time, right, sir?
Not down, yes. Mayroon
Okay.
pa lahat still functioning.
Okay.
The electricity is still functioning.
Yeah.
All these facilities are still intact.
Well, there is some concern because there are reports that there is some trouble at the hospital, and we have no idea also, sir, and I'm sure you don't either at this point, how many people there are in the hospital, staff,
ma'am.
patients, for example, and visiting relatives, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else you can add, sir, Mayor?
Pardon, ma'am?
Is there anything
Medyo
else you can
malabo
add,
kasi-
sir? Is there anything else you can add?
Yes, of course. We are appealing to the public na wag ho masyadong magbigay ng hindi pa validated information. As of now, we are collating information so that we can, we can apprise the public kung ano talaga ang nangyayari dito sa Marawi City. And of course, yung mga aking mga constituents, kung naririnig po nila, doon na lang ho sila sa kanilang mga kanya-kanyang bahay so that para doon sa safety nila. And still, the government is under, Marawi City is under the control of the government po.
Okay, because Mayor, I'm sure you're aware that in social media, may mga umiikot ng mga photographs reportedly of these armed men walking around your city streets.
Mayroon pong, as I've said, ma'am, mayroon pong mga area na mayroong presence of this group na hindi pa po naaabot ng ating mga authorities like the military and the PNP. Dahil gumagawa po sila ngayon ng action plan as of now. And that's why we are coordinating with them.
All right. Thank you very much, Mayor Majul
Thank you, ma'am.
Gandamra of Marawi City. Sir, we will contact you again when something comes up. Salamat po, sir. We have this exclusive story for you. The Internal Affairs Service of the Philippine National Police is investigating what they call high dismissal rate of administrative cases against policemen. Our George Quiles reports the head of the agency suspects corruption and other irregularities may be involved in these cases.
This woman is 73 years old. For security reasons, we will call her Linda. She should now be enjoying the fruits of long years as a civil servant, but she is forced into hiding. A police officer who swindled her of money has threatened her life.
Talagang pinapapatay ako. Totoo yun. Sabi pa nga ho ng pulis, ako, lalabanan mo, naka-uniform yata lahat ng lapitan mo.
She filed administrative charges against the policeman before a regional office of the PNP Internal Affairs Service 2 years ago. She had evidence, but the case was dismissed.
Gusto ko humingi ng katarungan, ipatanggal ko talaga yan.
Upon review of Linda's case, the PNP's Internal Affairs Service says its regional office was wrong to dismiss the case.
Napita ko po na hindi po tama yung mga ginagawa ng aming mga hearing officer sa pag-dispose sa kaso.
Triambulo also noticed the high number of dismissed and exonerated cases involving policemen. He says that is questionable. In 2015, there were around 1,300 admin cases resolved. Of these, almost 41% or 531 cases were dismissed. Nearly 19% were exonerated and 40% were penalized. In 2016, of 1,100 resolved cases involving policemen, 476 cases or 42% were dismissed. Triambulo says while some admin cases are being dismissed due to lack of merit and are just being filed to harass policemen performing their duty, some ES officers could be using this for their own benefit.
Yun na nga yun, nanghingi ng bayad po yung mga tauhan ng IAS. Kaya dahil although haka-haka pa lang ito, natatayo po ako ng yung parang counterintelligence na cleansing po ng aming mga tauhan.
At the hearing of the House Committee on Public Order and Safety, Representative Henry Ominal of Misamis Occidental also raised the issue on policemen bribing disciplinary officers.
They were raising funds in order to get a favorable decision. Apparently, may bayaran.
Triambulo says he has relieved at least 3 officers of the PNP Internal Affairs Service, 1 in Metro Manila and 2 in Bicol, on corruption charges. He has also ordered an investigation on other officers who made questionable decisions in past cases.
Kung ito'y nagpapatuloy, ay talagang it will bolster the other PNP personnel to commit the same irregularities and illegal. Kasi nakakalusot naman sila sa mga kaso na nakasampa sa IAS.
The Internal Affairs Service Chief vows to get to the bottom of the issue. George Cahiles, CNN Philippines.
Monitoring this developing story, an explosion outside one of Britain's largest entertainment venues killed at least 22 people, including children. About 60 others were wounded. Manchester police say a lone suspect carrying a bomb died when he detonated it. CNN's Phil Black has more from London.
Ariana Grande had just finished performing before a crowd of around 20,000 people in the Manchester arena. After she left the stage, members of the crowd started to leave the venue, and that was when the blast happened. Somewhere close by, outside, in what the arena managers describe as a public space. It was loud and could be heard by the crowds still inside the venue. Video shot inside the arena, uploaded to social media, captures the sheer terror, the screams of fear as thousands of people panicked and desperately tried to escape. Police say there were dozens of casualties. Many of those attending the concert were teenagers and children, some with their parents inside the venue, other parents were waiting outside for the concert to finish. Some hours after the blast, Ariana Grande tweeted, "Broken. From the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry. I don't have words." Police in Manchester say they are treating this as a terror investigation until they have reason to believe otherwise. They're yet to comment precisely on who they believe was responsible or the device that was used to create the explosion. Phil Black, CNN, London.
We're hearing accounts from parents and concertgoers who describe the moment of terror when an explosion was heard at the Manchester arena. One mother agonizes that she has no idea where her daughter is.
She went to the concert with her friend. Spoke to her just before 10 o'clock. She was enjoying herself. And we've not heard anything from her since. We've phoned hospitals. We've phoned everywhere we can think. We've posted it on every social network, and there's nothing. There's no news of her. She's now registered as a missing person. Horriblest feeling ever to know that your daughter's there. You can't find her. You don't know if she's dead or alive. And I don't know how people can do this to innocent children.
We were in the concert, she'd just finished, she walked off, and we all got up to leave, and we all went down the stairs into the outer part, and there was just this huge bang. So everyone just looked at each other, and there was just a mad rush to get out because nobody knew what was happening.
The concert had finished, and we turned to walk up the steps. This is myself and my daughter, and as we were queuing to get to the steps, a door, an exit door up to our left, there was a very loud explosion, and people immediately came running back into the arena, and everybody in the arena then turned around and headed in opposite directions. in panic.
So far, no one has claimed responsibility for the attack in Manchester. World leaders are condemning the incident. U.S. President Donald Trump offered his condolences to the victims in a speech alongside Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas during his visit to Bethlehem. Mr. Trump denounced those behind the attack.
So many young, beautiful, innocent people living and enjoying their lives murdered by evil losers in life. I won't call them monsters because they would like that term. They would think that's a great name. I will call them from now on losers because that's what they are. They're losers. And we'll have more of them. But they're losers. Just remember that.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel says her country stands shoulder to shoulder with the United Kingdom. In a statement, she said Germany would continue to work with the UK, quote,